On the cover of the Georgia Straight this week, we have a picture of a filmmaker named Rob Stewart. He's a documentary filmmaker who's just come out with a movie called Revolution. But what people will probably recognize him more for is his last movie from 2006 was called Shark Water. And it was about this whole shark fin issue and about the pending extinction of sharks and so on in our oceans. So this is the follow-up to that movie that he made. That movie he actually made a lot of headlines for, especially when he opened it in Hong Kong and parts of Asia. And a lot of people are actually crediting Rob Stewart with raising the issue of shark fins and making it the political issue it is today. So his new film goes farther. What he says in the movie is, you know, if our oceans are going to be destroyed by 2048 because of global warming, what is the point of fighting to save sharks? We've got to fight global warming. So it's a very political, revolutionary movie about what we can do to fight climate change. And there's a lot of youth involved in the movie. I think kids will love it. A lot of kids saw Shark Water as well. But it's just about how this new generation of young people is taking the issue of global warming and taking it to the UN and elsewhere. And it's got some beautiful underwater photography, and he goes to conferences around the world talking about climate change. So it's just a very interesting film because it takes that whole idea of sharks and ocean stocks and brings it into the larger idea of global warming. Elsewhere in our entertainment coverage this week, I talked to one of the world's fastest rising violinists. He's a young guy, 24 years old, of Chinese descent. His name is Ray Chen. And you know, you have this image in your mind of what a classical musician is going to be like. But he's just so much fun. When I talked to him, he was making a pot of spaghetti and eating it. But he also is all about teaching kids and young people how classical music can be fun. So he's got a very active Facebook page and an active Twitter account. And little by little, he's changing the view of violin music. So he will be playing here in Vancouver with the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra. He's got a concert here in Vancouver at the Orpheum, and then he's going to be playing out in Surrey. And just for any parents who have children studying a musical instrument, I think they would enjoy reading the interview with him because he talks about how a lot of first-generation Asian families want to get their children into learning classical music. But he doesn't feel like it's useful just as a career. He thinks it's completely wonderful for kids to just learn an instrument and not necessarily go as far as he did. In fact, he said his parents didn't quite know what to make of it when he wanted to become a classical musician. And now, of course, he's one of the top ones in the world. So it's a really special event that he is coming here to Vancouver, and it's definitely a show to catch.